in the 7 universe. Currently in the 7th universe, more precisely on the planet of the god of destruction of that universe, it was possible to see Whis sitting drinking tea while looking at Goku, who was a few meters away from the angel. Goku was training with a stick made from his solidified ki. The Saiyan had to keep moving his body to dodge, and at the same time destroy the ki spheres that were heading towards him. The spheres appeared in completely random locations. Goku was wearing a blindfold so that he could be guided by his instincts and not by his senses, and this would help him better control and maintain the power of Ultra Instinct. Whis, who was drinking his tea calmly, picked up a small block of sugar and threw it at high speed towards Goku, who even without seeing it, managed to move and destroy the small block of sugar with his ki stick, and this made Whis smile when he saw the progress of his disciple. Whis said, "Congratulations, Mr. Goku, you are improving little by little and your control over your divine ki is better than before, and you are still in your base form," said Whis to Goku, who nodded in agreement with his Angel Master's speech. Goku said, "Yes, I feel like I'm able to master my divine ki better now, and I'm even feeling my transcendental divine ki becoming more malleable and easier to use, even though it's complicated to use divine ki. But for short seconds, I'm able to use it," Goku said to his master, who smiled and then sent several spheres of ki towards the Saiyan. Goku sighed, and his ki stick ended up taking the form of a white and gold scythe, and using this scythe, the Saiyan was able to destroy all the attacks that came his way, and seconds later Goku undid the scythe, removed his blindfold and gave a smile. Goku said, "Last time you spoke to me I got distracted, but this time that didn't happen," Goku said with a smile on his face as he looked at his master, who smiled back at the Saiyan. We said, "I'm happy to see that you can learn from your own mistakes, and that's good because it helps your progress, and I believe that you should be able to achieve considerable mastery over Transcendental Divine Ki in a short time, but mastering this ki for complete will take a long time," Whis said while analyzing his disciple's progress. Goku said, "Hey Whis, I was thinking about some things and I ended up remembering that you trained Mr. Beerus and taught him everything he knows, both in terms of combat and information about the universe in general, right?" Goku asked while looking at his master. Whis said, "Yes, I actually trained and taught Mr. Beerus practically everything, but what exactly do you want to know about?" Whis asked, curious about what Goku wanted to know with that question of his. Goku said, "Well, if you taught Beerus everything, you also ended up teaching him how to use the power of destruction, but to teach Beerus how to use the power of destruction, you would also have to have the power of destruction, right?" Goku asked while looking at his master, who brought his hand to his chin, but then Whis smiled and answered his disciple's question. Whis said, "If I'm not mistaken, what you really want to know is whether I have the power of destruction equal to that of Mr. Beerus, right, Mr. Goku?" Whis asked the Saiyan, who nodded positively at him. Goku said, "This ended up crossing my mind while I was training, and I ended up seeing a piece of a planet being erased, and then I remembered that Mr. Beerus was training with Broly and Vegeta, who told me that Beerus had taught him how to use the power of destruction that ended up making Vegeta acquire the power of Ultra Ego." Goku said while remembering the conversation he had with Vegeta in the past when Goku was curious about how Vegeta had obtained that power that he used to activate Ultra Ego. Whis said, "Yes, I possess the power of destruction and I personally taught Mr. Beerus how to use this power," spoke Whis before opening his hand, and it didn't take long for a sphere of destruction to form in his hand, and then Whis threw that sphere of energy of destruction towards a tree, which upon coming into contact with that sphere ended up being disintegrated by complete, leaving only a few fragments of energy behind, which surprised Goku. After all, he was not expecting Whis to use the power of destruction at that moment. Guys, before continuing this epic story, leave your like, and of course, if you want to help the channel even more, be a member of the channel and help the channel financially. And of course, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any news. Once that's done, let's continue the story. Goku said, "I always thought that the gods of destruction had the energy of destruction, and you angels taught them how to use this energy, just like you are training me to master the transcendental divine energy, but I wasn't expecting that the angels also possessed the energy of destruction." Undoing, Goku said, surprised by the fact that Whis possesses the power of destruction, and apparently has perfect control over the power of destruction. Whis said, "The power of destruction that the gods of destruction use is a cruder version of transcendental divine energy. So any user of transcendental divine energy can use the power of destruction, and that means you can also use the power of destruction, Sir Goku." said Whis to Goku, who was surprised to hear those words. Goku said, "So does this mean that Vegeta has a mastery over transcendental divine energy to the point of using the power of Ultra Ego?" Goku asked, surprised by that, because according to what Whis was saying and what Goku talked to Vegeta, he had already achieved mastery over transcendental divine energy to be able to use Ultra Ego. Whis said, "You're right, but you're also wrong. Vegeta actually has a certain mastery over transcendental divine energy, but the version he controls is the energy of destruction, which is a cruder and more destructive version of the original transcendental divine energy. Originally, the energy of destruction was developed by my father, the Daishinkan, who taught us the two ways of using the transcendental divine energy and the divine energy of destruction that we just call the energy of destruction, and Vegeta can use the energy of destruction and you can use transcendental divine energy," said Whis, explaining the difference between the two special divine energies that Vegeta and Goku were capable of using. Goku said, "I see, so Vegeta and I use different divine energies, but if Vegeta can only use the energy of destruction and I can use the transcendental divine energy, and the energy of destruction is a variant of the transcendental divine energy, then if I can master the transcendental divine energy, I will also be able to use the power of destruction and use Ultra Ego like Vegeta." Goku asked his master, who was surprised by the Saiyan's analytical speed at that moment. Whis said, "I'm surprised that you thought of this so quickly. Maybe your coexistence with Vegeta is making you think better about the situations you find yourself in. But to answer your question, yes, you will be able to use the power of destruction just like Vegeta, but for that you would have to go through training similar to Vegeta's. And this training is not physical but mental, because your body is already strong enough to withstand the power of destruction, and in the future perhaps you could achieve the power of transcendental destruction just like the gods of destruction," said Whis, leaving Goku a little surprised and at the same time confused by his master's speech. Goku spoke, "Energy of transcendental destruction. What would that be?" asked Goku, confused by his master's words, who sighed before answering his question. Whis said, "The energy of transcendental destruction is a union between the energy of destruction and the transcendental divine energy. Only the gods of destruction have this power. In reality, angels also have the ability to use this energy, but we don't use it because we don't have permission. Only a true god of destruction could use to unleash all the power of destruction they possess." Whis explained to his disciple, who finally understood and was curious to know what the mixture of these two energies would be like. Goku said, "Then I'll talk to Mr. Beerus so he can show me this energy of transcendental destruction. I want to know how strong Mr. Beerus is using this power," Goku said with an excited smile on his face, already wanting to see Beerus's power using this energy of transcendental destruction. Whis said, "You can do this at some other time, but now let's focus on your training, and by the way, let's increase the weight of your clothes a little more," said Whis before snapping his fingers, making Goku's clothes heavier, and as he did so, the Saiyan almost fell to the ground. Guys, with this we will end today's video. If you want to see the continuation of this incredible story, leave a lot of likes on the video and comment, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So see you another day, guys.